You ever notice how nobody ever really plans to have a deep conversation? It just happens. One drink, one question, and then all of a sudden it's real. If you've ever played a tabletop game, you know the one question that everyone always asks: where's the tavern? And usually it's not for the drink, it's for the story. Most interview shows, they tend to pick the question. They prep it, plan it, protect the guest before anything really gets real. And I know you can feel it. You're watching two people literally perform a conversation. So instead of bringing you to the tavern, we're bringing the bartender to you.
Listen, we've had liftoff.
And here's how last call works. Every guest is going to roll a d20. The number that it lands on determines the question they'll answer. Like any good roleplay game, there's gonna be stats. Strength. What's something extremely heavy that you've been having to carry? Dexterity. Where do you feel most thin at? Constitution. What tested your limits? Intelligence. What's something you had to learn the hard way? Wisdom. What is one key aspect of life that you had to learn now that you wish you would have learned 15 years ago? Charisma. What do people tend to mischaracterize about you? The 20 is called the final roll. Last call. What's something you've never said out loud? You don't pick the question. The roll does. And if it hits somewhere real, well, stay there. I built this idea because I kept having the best conversations in the worst places. In a car at 2 a.m. At the end of a long night, everyone's guard was down when nobody had a plan. What if we just made that formal? Wow. No prep questions handed to a guest days early. No safe lanes to stay in. Just a roll and wherever it lands. Last Call is a show for people who are tired of watching interviews where nothing real gets said. For people who know that the most honest thing they've ever been told wasn't in a speech. It was in a quiet moment when they weren't performing. And Last Call is that moment on purpose. Starting in June, possibly July, I'm bringing in guests. People who have something very real to say and who are willing to let the dice decide where we go. I don't know what they'll roll, what they'll say. And that's kind of the whole point. And if you've ever had one of those conversations, you know what this is. Subscribe, like, and comment so you don't miss it when our first guest pulls up a chair. And if you know a bartender out there who has something worth saying, who would be perfect for this segment, isn't afraid of real conversation, send this to them. Or better yet, send me their name. I will be traveling, and that gives me the freedom to move around the country, intermingle with tons of different personality. Pull up a chair and welcome to Visage Roulette. I'll see you on the other side.